Hi, thank you for joining me. I'm Maria De, and today I'm going to be talking about mental toughness. And, a lot of the times when I'm blogging or talking or coaching or mentoring or just consulting or even working, I spend a lot of time dealing with people who have varying levels of stress and strife and just difficulties, both professionally and as individuals. And I think it's just really important to touch on the topic of having mental toughness and just not panicking in the moment and understanding that this type of stuff happens to everyone. And over time, I've learned that there are really two types of people. And we don't really talk about being mentally tough overtly enough. And I just thought it was an important enough topic that I wanted to share that with you guys. There are times in our lives where things become a mess or become out of our control. And that can be very overwhelming just as an individual. And I think that again, like I said earlier, there's two types of people. There are people who will allow those types of things to completely derail them and put them in a bad position, and that's really unfortunate. And then there's other people who seem to navigate through those things, and from all appearances on the outside, they seem to be okay or managing through it. And really what I think that relates to is just the fact that some people have developed more mental toughness than others, and or they've utilized past difficulties to become more mentally tough. And so recently I was talking with somebody who was going through a crisis, and my counsel to them was like, yes, it feels bad right now, but you're really afraid of imaginary things, imaginary consequences that haven't come to realization. And so what you need to do is focus your energy on the things that are real and in the moment real, and then address them and move forward. Because it's important to demonstrate the ability, or not demonstrate, excuse me, but really more to grow the ability to be mentally tough and navigate through things. Because I can assure you, in life, there's going to be all kinds of things that happen. There's going to be deaths, there's going to be marriage, there's going to be divorce, there's going to be children, there's going to be love, there's going to be breakup, there's going to be just being a man, being a woman, being a person. And there's ups and downs and disappointments and positives and negatives that come with all of that. And each of those things, even when they don't go your way, are part of what builds your mental toughness. And so falling down over yourself in the moment, if that's what you need to do, that's okay, do that. But what you really need to do in order to be mentally tough is remember that on the back end of that, feel that in the moment, get past that moment, and get back up and move forward. And that's important. And so once we were able to talk through the fact that, in that moment, they were really panicking off of things that they thought could happen instead of what really was happening, was not productive for them. And so they needed to get back up, dust themselves off, and focus on the things that were real, which were the things that were going to carry them forward for their future. And that's what I would say about mental toughness. I would say, with transparency, over the last 6 months, I've probably dealt with more problems and headaches than anybody I know. And those things they're things, very real things, like death and divorce and disappointment and betrayal. And, but I've also dealt with some things that are really awesome, like new friends, positivity, great energy, success, finding out that I did have the ability to overcome those things. And so I think it's important to understand that what you feel in the moment is that moment. And if you focus your energy on the right things at the right time for the right reasons, you'll come out of that. And you will discover that you have more mental toughness than you probably give yourself credit for. So it's important to think about that. And if this video helps you in any way to think about the fact that in the moment, if you're hurting or if you're unsure or unclear or disappointed, that you need to look deep within you and find that mental toughness that's there and start focusing on the things that are going to push you forward towards your success, then I think that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So if you have any interest in seeing any more of my material, a lot of it is professional related. There's some stuff that's personal related. Hopefully you find interest in it. You can feel free to subscribe or click on any of the links below. And thank you for joining.